Sweet. Hey. Very convenient. Always so convenient. And now we have a map. Nice. I'm climbing in here now. Why can't you donate? I had a donation thing for a while, and I used it during one of my 24-hour charity streams that I did, where, like, every year my Taekwondo school fundraises for a group called Larch, which helps people with developmental disabilities, and I decided that this past year I would be, like, doing a 24-hour charity stream to help fundraise with that. And in total, we managed to fundraise like $570 through that, including stuff that from me and people that I knew in person. So I forget how much it actually was, like through Twitch alone. I think it was like 400 or something. And Streamlabs wound up charging me like $80 or something like that for, like, there was some, I don't even remember exactly what it was, whether it was like taxes or something like that, or some kind of transaction fee, or what the heck that it was. But I had to wind up paying like $80 out of my own pocket off of what people had given me to give to charity here, so that wound up being my generous donation in addition to the 50 that I was already giving. So I wound up giving quite a bit out of my own pocket that time. So I removed the Streamlabs thing, thinking like, oh, if I ever bring one back, maybe it should be through another service where there isn't so much of a cut taken off, because oh boy, my wallet was not looking all that impressed the last time. So, like, in general, I've had the Streamlabs thing gone since then, so, like, donations don't typically happen a lot, and I'm not streaming under the expectation to be getting any. Like, at the end of the day, I'm mostly just, you know, grateful for anybody who's 5 pair of greaves and a dagger. Okay, sure. Grateful enough for anybody who's already stopping by to watch the stream, considering there's like 5 million monthly streamers on Twitch right now, I think. It's something ridiculous like that. So the fact that people are already stopping by to watch this stream out of like any other stream right now is already more than enough for me. Like, there's things like bits and subs where like Twitch takes a significant cut, but maybe one day I'll like bring something back where it's like, you know, that kind of thing. Like maybe one day I'll bring back a donate panel, but if so, I'll have to find a service that I like better first. And I've also just debated about, like, not even bringing it back at all because of, you know, not the kind of thing that I expect anyway, so. I've debated about just leaving it gone, I don't know. But that is my reasoning why, essentially. I had to buy a dagger and what else? Greaves, okay. So now we have a dagger, that's cool. That's neat. Neat. Okay, let's see here. Is that armor? Leather greaves, okay. Ah, so that increases my health. My camera's in the way of it a little bit. And resistance. I don't know what resistance is. I guess that probably just reduces the damage that I take, if I had to assume. There, we've got a little bit more health now because of the armor. Sweet. Sweet, man. Visit the doctor. Oh man, I thought I was done. I thought I was done there. What did I just hear him say? Buy medicine. Didn't I? Apothecary supplies. I have all my medicine though. Please don't tell me I have to use up some medicine and... Okay, phew. It realizes that I already had full medicine. Anyway, raising money for charity. I didn't tell you this. Yeah, I've done it twice now. I've done 2 24-hour charity streams. The first one was in May last year, and it was for Larch to help people with developmental disabilities. And the second one was in November of last year, which was through Extra Life, fundraising for the Stollery Children's Hospital in my city. And Extra Life had some problems when it initially happened, because somebody DDoSed them on the fundraising day. Like, what kind of terrible person DDoSes a charity? So there was a whole bunch of problems and people couldn't donate through that. So the Larch one was through my Taekwondo school, so it had to be to me to put it in an envelope and then give it to them. And the Extra Life one, it was just directly through their website. So no passing through me that time. And after the thing with Streamlabs, and since there was a lot of positive reception to the first 24-hour charity stream for Larch, once this event goes on for Taekwondo again this year, which will probably be around May-ish, I'll probably do it again, but considering how much out of my own pocket I had to supply for that, I'm probably gonna see if I can, like, maybe get into contact with them through my Taekwondo Dojang to ask, hey, is there a way that people can donate to you directly, and I still get notified that they've done that donation? Like, is that a thing that's possible? Is that feasible? So maybe I'll try to get into contact with them there. I'm sure that they'd be open to discussing that with me potentially, considering I was the person at my Taekwondo Dojang last year who raised the most money at 570 there. I walked into the Dojang one day and they were like, Jake, you raised the most out of the whole school. And it was for this event called the Breakathon is what we do, or the more money that you raise, the more boards you get to break during this fun event where it's like you can just break boards for fun. It's a nice, fun, casual thing. They have people from Larch there, and the master of the Dojang himself will like hold boards for them to break, so it's a pretty heartwarming and cool thing. They're like really thin kind of practice boards where it's more like not a lot of a challenge to break them. It's more just kind of for fun and looking at and being like, wow, I did that, you know? Not like the boards that we use for testing or anything like that. But like, I don't know how much like one board is in terms of fundraising, but you get a certain amount of tickets for a certain amount of boards based on how much you raise. So one day I walk in and the receptionist tells me, Jake, during Breakathon, you're gonna get 29 board tickets. I have never seen that many board tickets from anyone at a Breakathon before. It was wacky. Man, I wound up giving away a lot of my tickets during that event there. Like, I wound up using like maybe 5 to 8-ish myself with different breaks, but like then I just wound up giving away the rest because no way I was gonna freaking breaking a board there. But yeah. Anyway, sorry, the comments there for before raising money for charity didn't tell you this went from a good person to a very good person. Thank you. Doesn't that hurt breaking a board like that? It can. Like, the boards that we use at the Breakathon are like kind of demo boards, and what I mean by demo boards is like when our school is doing like a demonstration where we're doing stuff just for show. It's like really thin boards that are just for breaking. At testings though, when we're testing for like our next level, the boards are a lot thicker and are very, very hard a lot of the time. I'm currently stumped on trying to get my 3rd degree black belt, because there's 2 breakings that I have to do. The first is called scissor roundhouse kick. So for getting my 1st degree black belt, I had to break 2 boards in the air, one with a punch to the left and then the other with a kick to the right. Then for 2nd degree black belt, I had to do scissor kick, which is instead of a punch and a kick, it's 2 kicks in the air to either side. And now for 3rd degree, I have to do scissor roundhouse kick. So I have to do scissor, same as 2nd degree, and then I have to throw in a 3rd kick before I land to break another board. And last time I went testing for that, I broke a different 2 every time. It was painful. So I clearly know that like I could do it. I just, you know, didn't nail all 3 of them, so that sucked. And the other technique that I have to do is power back kick, which is kind of just what it sounds like. A back kick is a really powerful kick, and essentially we're going for power with it. So when I was 12 and I went for 1st degree black belt, I had to break 3 boards put together, and for 2nd degree at 16, I had to break 4 boards put together, and now at 20, going for 3rd degree, I have to break 6 put together. I would have done 5 if I had initially gone testing when I was 19 instead of 20, but unfortunately that time has passed, and apparently 6 is the most they make anybody do, which is like as far as my hands can like open in thickness. It's wacky. They have like a metal contraption that they put the boards in to hold it in place, because there's no way a human could hold that many boards steady to, you know, receive that much power. And the last time, like both, like all my attempts that I've done so far, you have to hit right smack dab in the center. The first time was especially bad. I hit the side of the board a little bit, right on the, like not on the ball of my foot, under the ball of the foot, between the heel and the ball of the foot. And I sliced my foot open, like not heavily. Like it was more, it wasn't necessarily like a slice, like heavily bleeding. It was more the blunt force that really got to it, considering the bottom of my right foot was purple for 2 weeks after that. Which says to me that I had the power to hit it, to actually break it, if my aim was true. Considering it was purple for 2 weeks, that was a good indication to me that, wow, that's some good power there. If only I actually hit my mark, you know? Taekwondo sounds scary, damn. I mean, I've been in it since I was 4 years old, and in a couple months I'll be 21 here, so I've been in it for a very long time. Like, I literally don't even remember part of my life before I was in Taekwondo. And the thing was, about the last time that I, like, seriously retook my testing for it was, like, early last year. Because ever since then I've been struggling with a hip injury, and I've been going to physiotherapy on a regular basis. Oftentimes I'm getting IMS, which stands for intramuscular stimulation, which is basically like acupuncture, but the needles go deep to stimulate the muscles and relieve tension. So it's painful, but it actually does help quite a bit. But yeah, for probably close to 6 months now, I've been seeing physiotherapy on a regular basis, and most of those times when I go about every other week. Most of those times I'm getting needled, and my physiotherapist gives me some exercises to do at home. My physiotherapist recently gave me exercise to do during university, actually. When I'm sitting in lectures, she essentially told me to cross my right leg over my left here. Like, you can't see it, but like my right foot is on top of my left leg here, to have it essentially in that position, and then like sit up straight and then like lean forward, and it'll help stretch my side like that. So my therapist has told me to do that. Ow, my hip just cracked doing that. My joints are all over the place. But yeah, right now, my biggest problem is I struggle to turn my right hip in a lot of places. Like, sometimes it hurts even just to walk. Usually it only flares up during Taekwondo. Sometimes I'll have to like step out to the side of class and just swing my legs around just to like relieve the pain that comes up there. Hasn't been super fun. And the last time that I attempted scissor round, just to like see what it was like, I noticed that after I do the scissor and I try to go for that third kick of the round, my hip like locks up and I can't do it anymore, which really sucks considering early last year when I was first attempting it, I broke a different 2 every time, so I know I clearly could do it. I just messed it up. But now when I'm attempting it with this hip problem, I do the 2 in midair and then I go for the third one, and my hip just locks up and I can't turn, and my body like hunches over and I reach out far for it instead of turning my hip over and going through it. So until this like injury works itself out, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that, which is really unfortunate timing considering that I'm in the middle of testing for 3rd degree, which is like a massive milestone. And it really sucks that this has happened around that time. Like, my hip problem doesn't get in the way of power back kick. Power back kick I failed just because it's hella hard, but it does get in the way of scissor round. It does get in the way of scissor round though. It's usually just things that involve the turning of the hip that it really hurts, and sometimes it feels uncomfortable just walking. So hopefully that works itself out. We'll see there. And hello Josh, hope things are going well today. Just heard that. You okay? Yeah, I'm doing okay. I've gotten used to it at this point. I was really surprised the first time I went to physiotherapy, and my physiotherapist was like, okay, I want to stab you with needles. You mind if you like look over this form and like write or sign the consent for me to do that? I was like, okay. Like, I typically wouldn't deal with needles all that well, but now I've been doing it on a regular basis for months. So whenever I go in there, it's like, yeah, I think I might want to do some needles in this area. It's just like, yep, I'm used to it at this point. Let's just do it. And I've gotten a lot better at like relaxing in a lot of areas so that it doesn't hurt as much, but there are some areas that you really just can't relax when they're stabbed with needles. The last time I was in there, I got needles in my hamstrings on both my legs, which it's impossible to relax with. Those were painful, okay? But my legs were feeling like way better afterwards. And thanks for the 50 bits, Josh. Like, after an intense class before my last physiotherapy appointment, it was hurting even just to sit. Like, it was insane. I don't know what I did during that last class, but it just really hurt. And after my physiotherapist started stabbing me with a whole bunch of needles there, I actually felt a lot better. And since then, I haven't actually had that same pain while sitting. So I feel like much better since that one. So yeah, we'll see how it keeps developing. I hope that it goes better there. And hello, how's you and your beautiful hair going? It's going pretty alrighty. There's that whole situation with physiotherapy, but that's nothing new. That's been like several months now. In terms of new news, I apparently now have a world record in Smash Ultimate, so that's cool. Hold on, I've been ranting for too long. Let's talk to. Yeah.
We're only staying here for a little while.
I don't like it here. I want to go home.
I know.
Well, that was short. But yeah, anyway, on the original subject of like donation links and 24-hour charity streams, I probably will do it like after considering how it went the past couple times. I'll probably do it again, and it was actually really fun the couple times that I did it. Like, hold on, if I alt tab here, the challenges that I did were actually pretty cool. Hold on. Let's actually find this. It's in my playthroughs tab. So let's see here. Where's the first 24-hour charity stream? Okay, here's the first one. Here's the first one. So we started out with Undertale Oven Mitts, trying to beat Undertale Genocide with Oven Mitts, and I did beat Undyne. I got stuck on Zan's, and then we moved on to the next game, where I started trying Fire Emblem Awakening Lunatic Plus Classic, and it was just trying the prologue over and over again. I never beat it. Then we did like a few hours of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword on hero mode with a Wii Remote rifle, which was way harder than I thought it would be, quite frankly. And then we did a lot of we did like 15 hours, I believe it was, of just stuff that people were queuing up by donating for the thing there. So we did 3 hours of Kinect games. So we did Wipeout on the Kinect. We did a freaking Kinect Star Wars game where for the only time on my stream I danced on stream. We tried a Kung Fu Panda game, but it literally didn't work. And then we tried a Puss in Boots game or content for you to binge watch. Yeah, 24-hour charity stream. This is from a while back though. Like, the quality is not what it is nowadays. We played freaking Hell's Kitchen on the Nintendo DS. That game was really weird. We did some Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. We did an hour of Skyrim. We played a weird PS2 game. Like a weird golf PS2 game. We put an hour into a PlayStation game called SpongeBob Atlantis SquarePantas, which is actually way more fun than it sounds. I was doing an hour worth of Dead by Daylight challenges. We did an hour of Monster Hunter. Playing Cooking Mama next charity stream. I don't even have that. I don't have that one. We were doing Poke Park for a while. I was doing Guitar Hero for a while, and I did it with Oven Mitts on, which wasn't as hard as I thought it would be after I got the hang of it. And we did some Garden Warfare 2 to chill. This is before the new one came out. And then I just chilled with Geometry Dash because I was hella tired, and that helps me relax. So that was like May, I think. Does it have a date? May 26th. May 26th. No, I wouldn't play Three Houses the next charity stream. The whole point of doing a charity stream is to do challenges that like warrant, you know, fundraising for charity, not something that I just do anyway. That's just a casual playthrough. So I wouldn't do that there. So then the second one was in November last year, and we started out with Fire Emblem Awakening Lunatic Plus Classic, where I actually beat all the hardest chapters in it, so that was really cool. Then we continued with Undertale Oven Mitts, and I actually beat Zan's. I beat Undertale Genocide wearing Oven Mitts. I was thrilled. I was thrilled after doing this in Fire Emblem Awakening and then doing that in Undertale. I was so thrilled. And then in Skyward Sword, we managed to actually get all the way past the first dungeon, like the first temple, with a Wiimote rifle on hero mode, which I didn't think was possible. I got stuck on the temple for so long because you have to do a straight stab, and you can't do that on a Cabela's rifle. So I thought that these spider enemies were going to be the end of me, but I managed to get creative and get past it anyway. Then we did Ring Fit Adventure for a couple hours, like nearly 3 hours. Then I started playing the freaking KFC dating sim. Somebody queued up Minecraft, so I played a little bit of that. We did like the shortest untitled Goose Game thing. We did Dead by Daylight on the Switch because it's wacky. Hopped into Pokemon Ranger for a while, and then nobody else queued anything up at that point. So I was like, let's just finish off that SpongeBob Atlantis SquarePantas playthrough that we started the last time, so I finished that game. Then I learned how to speedrun Breath of the Wild like 3 days before this stream, and I only had like 2 days to practice. So I treat it like a real playthrough, but I use speedrun strats along the way. So this was, like, I take my time with it. It wasn't a real speedrun. Like, I'd literally take an hour just to ransack the castle for as much as I could get. But we literally beat Breath of the Wild in one sitting in just over 3 hours while using, like, speedrun strats and glitches along the way. That's, like, one of my favorite playthroughs I've done just because of that. Like, it was really fun. And then we had a little bit of extra time at the end, so I was like, fine, let's just finish the KFC dating sim, and that's how we finished it, and it was weird. Those are the 24-hour charity streams, where we have always all kinds of crazy challenge things lined up for the whole time. So this coming May, for like my Dojang fundraising for Larch again, I would very much like to do another 24-hour charity stream again, but considering how it went last time with the whole Streamlabs situation and me, like, not being able to give as much as people actually donated, I'm gonna see if I can talk to my Dojang there, see if I can talk to some people from Larch, and see if there's any way that people can maybe donate directly to them, but I still, like, know how much they've donated, so I can say, like, hey, thanks for the donation, what games would you like to queue up into the thing there? You know, stuff like that. So I'll see what I can do about that, because, yeah, I'd rather not be spending, like, 60 to 80 bucks out of my own pocket just to make up the difference of what people donated to go to charity, you know? I was not too thoroughly impressed with that, let me tell you. But yeah, I'll buy you Cooking Mama that just so that I have it to play it for the next thing there. What do you say is the hardest chapters for hard mode? I wouldn't know. I've literally never played hard mode. Only normal, lunatic, and lunatic plus are the only modes I ever play.
Salute, uncle. I did as you asked.
And quickly too, ben fatto. Now, let's teach you how to fight.
No. As I said, we are leaving.
Ezio, you barely held your own against Vieri. You won't survive a week on the road. If you want to leave, so be it. But at least do so armed with the skills and knowledge necessary to defend yourself. If not for me, for your mother and sister.
Fine.
Ottimo.
Stupid mouse cursor, be gone. Alright, learn how to fight from Mario. Mario.
You can swing a sword, to be sure, but offense alone will not carry a battle. You must survive long enough to strike. I will teach you how to dodge.
Just move out of the way.
More than just a banker.
Alright, boobity bop.
No use dancing around it, I
Oh,
suppose.
wait.
Your father was an assassin.
I can't switch away.
I told you before. My father was a paper pusher.
Quick step.
No.
Um,
Born and bred.
I can't do the thing.
I find these
Oh, because I probably can't be blocking. Yeah, that's why.
What you carry? Do you think it's merely a
Aha!
catalog of debts? It holds the name.
Yeah, he probably does. Well, shoot, Gubby.
Father's murder.
Quick step.
Benny, I've taught you how to avoid your enemy's attacks.
Cool.
Now you'll learn how to turn them to your advantage.
Oh, now I have my sword.
all this talk of assassins and Templars.
Oh, I guess I cut him off before when he was talking about that. Whoops, I'm sorry.
Like something
Um,
from an old parchment covered in arcane writing, perhaps?
I'll wait for him to finish this time.
How did you know?
You have your father's blade. I figured you'd have the codex page he was holding as well.
Yeez.
Codex.
Oh, not to that question. I was saying to the game here. No, this is like hundreds of years past, I'll tell you.
Purpose and techniques. I'll treat if you will. Your father believed the codex contained a powerful secret. Something that would change the world. Perhaps it's my thing for him.
Assassins, Templars, Codex pages. This is a lot to take in.
Open your mind, Ezio. Always remember.
I'll wait for him to finish now.
Everything is permitted.
Okay, I think he just finished. Yeah, I think so. Falcon Punch! Counter kill. Yeah, I've already been doing those. Boobity bop. Press that to taunt him.
Come get me.
Nice. What am I blocking with? Yo, what?
I hate these awkward moments. Should you come to me? Should I go to you?
What am I blocking with? Is it the hidden blade? What? I have no idea.
Don't be shy.
It's interesting that you can taunt in this game. Glad he taught me how to taunt.
Progress, Ezio. Today I'm going to teach you how to position yourself in battle.
Okay.
How you stand and how you move can make all the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think I haven't seen you picking apart my library. I trust you believe me now.
So, and hold that while moving away from your enemy to quickly exit a fight.
Assassin. But why the need for such secrecy?
Are you
So like that, I
aware of
guess?
The Templars, one of several knightly orders formed during the Crusades.
Whee!
History teaches they were
Ah.
disbanded nearly 200 years ago in France.
Let's listen to him this time.
They weren't. Merely pushed underground, where they continued their nefarious work.
What work?
I don't know what I'm blocking with, but
Templars seek dominion over man, and we, the assassins, are sworn to stand against them.
Okay.
Gilberto, one of them.
Yes.
And the other names on my father's list.
Templars as well.
Hmm.
That means Vieri.
Just like his father, Francesco. Likely the entire Pazzi family.
Hmm.
Hey, it would explain many things.
Alright, time to go. Escape skill learned. Defeat Mario. It's a me, Mario. Oi. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Oh, I can't grab him. But yeah, it seems so. That's boopity bop. Aha. Nice, nice. Boopity bop. I was actually hitting the top button. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they're not using practice swords. Who needs practice swords? When you could use real swords. You know? Whoops. I was trying to move away there. That's what I wanted to do. Whoa.
Well done, Nipote. You've really come into your own.
Thank you, Uncle, for all you have given me.
Your family. Such is my duty and my desire.
I'm glad you had me stay.
Good. You've reconsidered leaving.
We sail for Spain in 3 days.
But Nipote, I have given you these skills that you might be better prepared to strike against our enemies.
And if they find me, I will.
You want to leave Ezio? To throw away everything your father fought and died for? To deny your heritage? Fine. Come vuoi. Arrivederci e buona fortuna.
Uncle, wait! Why is he so upset?
How can he not be? Vieri's been harassing us ever since you first arrived. To be expected, I suppose, given his heritage.
Go to Mario. Alright then. Will do.
Uncle! Where is everyone?
They ride for San Gimignano to slay that snake Vieri.
Oh.
I wish to join them.
You'll find what you need at the stables.
No, that dude just vanished. He's a spooky ghost. Okay, practice makes perfect. Synced. So we're going to the stables? Okay, I assume that quest icon is on the roof then? I already knew these skills, didn't I? I just didn't know how to use them. Because I've been doing the counter kills already. Is the thing. I'm sure plenty of the other things too. Up here, does it want me to go? No, not quite up here. Just outside, I guess. Is all it was. What is this marker? Is this... Is it on an even lower level? Hold on. Hold on a hot second. What is this marker on the map? What is it? Is it in here after all? Is it indoors but upstairs? Is that what it is? My ear is strangely itchy. Ah. Now I need to readjust my headset. Jeez. Somebody touch on my spaghetti. And now he's off to kill the dude, Vieri. Okay, it was up here.
Ezio, look at her. I still can't get her to talk. She spends all day and night in front of those feathers Petruccio used to collect. She can't let them go. I don't know what to do.
Don't worry. She'll come back to us. I know it.
Place collected feathers into the chest in Maria's room. Oh? That's a thing that I have to do there? This game is pretty. Overall it is. In the finer details, like the faces, like, for the time it's good. But like, during the cutscenes when it's a close-up, it's like, yeah, you know. You can tell that this game's been around for a while. Oh, so that's the only reason I had to go upstairs. I just had to take a quick break from it just to give her some feathers that I had. Okay. Just had to give her some feathers was all. Whoa, what is that icon there? Why is there like 2 of it? Why is it so big? Why is that quest or main story icon so big? What the heck? I guess I go out the main exit over here? Is this the main exit? Yes it is. Oh, I can ride a horse. Can I freaking take the carriage here? No. Dang. Dang it, man. To steer your horse, I never would have guessed. Alright, this way we go. I was about to say up, up, and away, but this is not up, so that doesn't quite count there. To Tuscany / San Gimignano. I can't pronounce things, I'm sorry. Yes, let's go. Yes.